What's up, guys, and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. When Chris Bumstead came onto the scene, his biggest weakness was back and arms. The improvements he made in just 1 year, from 2019 to 2020, in the back department were unbelievable, especially for someone at that level. It's like comparing an amateur back to a pro back. That will go down as one of the most impressive transformations of all time. Now, looking at his arms 8.5 weeks out, do they look like a weak point anymore? Chris is now a 3 times classic physique champion, and all his victories are very dominant, except maybe 2019. Chris had a perfect score last year as well, when he himself said that he was better in 2020. So, I think it's more than likely that he will keep winning as long as he shows up at his best. Does that mean Terrance Ruffin has to wait till Chris retires to win his first Olympia? Those were the champ's words at last year's press conference.
How about this guy? He was right on your tail, or was he?
Depends when I choose to retire, honestly, so that's when he'll get a chance.
Terrance has been proving time and time again that the height factor does not matter. But it is a fact that when and if a tall bodybuilder like Chris Bumstead, who is so genetically blessed, puts it all together, it's almost impossible to beat him. As great as Sean Ray was in his prime, we can all agree that if Flex Wheeler and Sean are both 100%, Flex will win it all day. So, Terrance has a big challenge ahead of him. It is interesting that Chris was runner-up 2 years in a row before he won his first Olympia. That was in 2019. Terrance has been the runner-up for 2 years in a row now. Do you guys see a new classic physique champ this year? Or is it gonna be Cbum's show all over again? Extremely excited to see this upcoming match between Wilkin and Behroz Tabani at Romania Pro in 4 weeks' time. Whoever wins this show, we will have another guy qualifying for the Olympia, a guy who will make his Olympia debut this year. Behroz is a great bodybuilder, brings very good condition, plus he is very pleasing to look at due to the small waist and great lines. It has been an entire year since we saw Behroz compete, and interestingly, his last show was Romania Pro 2021, where he placed third. So, an entire year off, we expect to see a bigger package than last year, and hopefully with the same or better condition. But Wilkin too has a chance to redeem himself, and there is no point playing the size game here. His team learned this lesson at the Arnold Classic this year. Chicago Pro 2021 was a long time ago. I am sure Brett has made great improvements until now. He needs to bring that condition with the added size, and it's gonna be game on. Some 212 updates as Keone Pearson and his coach Patrick are ready to present his career's best look at this upcoming Olympia. Switching back to classic physique after a terrible first Olympia was a decision made in a hurry. Keone can never go down to 178 pounds, especially after the amount of additional muscle he has packed on. So, Keone remains a wild card in the 212 lineup that I'm sure most other competitors would hope that he never nails it 100%, or he can be trouble for anyone. Keone will definitely be better at the Olympia than what we saw at Tampa Pro this year. And I do hope that's the case, because that would be something incredible to watch. Angel Calderon is a top 5 competitor, very thick and dense and always in shape. Keep in mind, Angel is qualified for both 212 and open bodybuilding this year. But it is safe to say that he will do the 212. Open is too stacked already for near guys to make their mark this year. What does Angel need to do to win the Olympia? I guess keep showing up as the most shredded guy in the lineup and hope some of the other top guys ahead of him come in off. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.